Let's hit this Goodwill in Apache Junction, Arizona and see what we can find. If you're unfamiliar with Apache Junction, it's east of Phoenix and it's known for being a large retirement community. Snowbirds come here for winter. Right now it's June, so snowbirds left, which means there should be some good stuff since they usually make donations before they leave for summer. Oh, thank you. First thing I do is grab a cart, and then I always check to see what color tag it is. This week, purple tags are 50% off. I always go straight to the men's shoes section. We do sell a lot of men's shoes. I always look for athletic and dress shoes. Right away, I spotted 2 pairs of Brooks. Goodwill wanted $9.79 with our 20% off coupon. We will pay $7.83. They're both size 13. Should be able to get $40 to $50 for them. Next, I noticed the shopping cart full of brand new Puma shoes. I tried looking them up but couldn't find any sold comps. Goodwill actually had them priced pretty good at $7.79, but we don't sell a lot of these, so I decided to pass. Casey always goes straight to the golf club area. Golf is year-round here, so people are always donating their old clubs. If you haven't seen our latest video about all the clubs that we bought, make sure to check it out. There are a lot of resellers in our area who sell golf clubs, so we try to get to Goodwill when they start bringing out new inventory. Goodwill usually prices their golf clubs less than $5 regardless of the type of club, so we can usually pick them up for pretty cheap. But this time we found some of the older ping irons that they had were actually marked at $17.49. Which at that price, they are not worth picking up until they go to 50% off or if they're still there on $2 day. Casey did find a few golf clubs. He found a King Cobra 5Z 3 and 5 woods, an iDrive 7 hybrid, and a Cleveland Quad Pro. Many of these clubs might not be worth selling on their own, but since we have over 6,000 at home, Casey has a good idea of which clubs he needs to complete full sets, or at least have a few of the clubs that he can sell together. I spotted this Rockstar Energy drink cooler. Goodwill wanted $19.79. Almost all of them listed on eBay were listed with local pickup only, which due to the shipping costs, the size and condition, we decided to leave it behind. We always look up Bun coffee products. This was a Poromatic 10-cup replacement pot, new in box. The sell-through rate was really low and most of them only sold for $20 to $25. Not worth our time. We ended up just putting it back before we checked out. I always look through the athletic clothes, mainly for myself. Goodwill has lost their minds marking this North Face thin t-shirt for $24.99. Let me know if you see prices like this at your Goodwill. The women's shoe section was full of shoes. I don't pick up a lot of women's shoes, but there are brands I will grab. This brand we've sold before, it's Mazzori. What's unique about this is these sandals are actually reversible, so they're pretty popular on eBay. Flip Flop is another brand I'll grab. They usually sell for $25 to $30, even used. The Flip Flop sandals don't go for as much, but their slide sandals do. Next, I found a pair of Brooks women's shoes priced at $7.79. They were missing the original insoles, which is common with running shoes. I just make sure to include that in the listing description. Goodwill wanted $24.79 for these athletic shoes. These Van shoes had a unique design. Look them up, and they are old school Cobra hike shoes. They usually go for $35 to $50 used, but Goodwill wanted $19.79 for them.
Found a bunch of hats here. I'll show you guys real quick what they are. Alright, just found a bunch of vintage hats at Goodwill. I'll show you a few of them here. Got an old Royals snapback. All these are brand new. Charlotte Hornets. An old Kentucky Tavern Bourbon. Corduroy. Fighting Illini. Corduroy. Chicago Bears corduroy, which is probably going to get kept. This thing's sweet. Old Bush hat, snapback.
Nice.
This one's nothing too special, just a Seahawks hat, but it's new. An old Marlboro corduroy hat. Taco Bell snapback. Harley Davidson. These are Otis. It's I think like a grain mill or something, but they're new snapbacks. They go for like $25. Those were $2.49 a piece. An old Elks or an Elks hat. This is just a Titleist hat from Ken McDonald in Tempe. It's a local course. Might keep that too. An old Phillies hat. I don't know about this Drummond American, but it looks like it was part of the collection turned in. And actually these I'm not sure of yet, so I'm looking these up right now. So. But pretty good haul.
Which I was over in the media section looking at like CDs and DVDs and stuff, and Casey called me and he's like, you better get to the hat area because I struck the mother load of hats, which is ironic because I just went through the men's hats and I didn't see any of these. So it always pays to like go back around Goodwill, look to see what else they put out because they're putting out stuff throughout the day. So those were some pretty cool hats. Were any of those last four good?
This Nike Dry Fit running hat probably. But like I just looked up this Marlboro and it sells for about $40 plus shipping, so could pay for every one of the hats that we got on one of them. That's good.
I was looking through the kids section and I saw these Nightmare Before Christmas Sally and Jack shoes. There aren't too many comps for this exact design, but I know they're going to sell closer to Halloween and the start of school in the fall. Oh, look at, he's bringing out more shoes. Here's another hat that we found from the hat collection. It's a vintage Utah Jazz snapback. Here's a few pairs that we grabbed from the new cart. SAS strappy cork sandals are like new and should sell fast with it being summer. I also picked up these Keen sandals, priced at $4.79. Casey found a pair of these Olukai men's mesh shoes. Those should sell pretty fast. And then there was another pair of Keen women's sandals. Casey wanted to look through the men's shoes one more time. Here's a tip when you're looking at used shoes. Do a bend check where you bend the shoe to see if the bottoms are cracking or coming apart. We've found so many shoes with defects by doing this. These Nike sandals are a good example. We would have picked them up, but they would have had to been glued back together, and we didn't want to have to mess with that. On our way to check out, I spotted this new and packaged 1999 John Elway Denver Broncos figurine. Sold comps are around $15. Goodwill wanted $6.49, which leaves little to no profit, so I passed. Let's see how much this Goodwill haul was. The hats we found are priced between $2.49 and $3.50. We do get 20% off when we spend $20 or more, which is nice because it helps lower the buy cost. We ended up spending $126.23 for 33 items, which is an average buy cost of $3.83 per item. We will be doing a future video on the hat collection we found, so make sure to subscribe so you don't miss that one. As always, we'll catch you on the flip.